game faces on everybody. Slap the Romanian out of you. So, let's do a quick recap of what happened last time, just so everybody's up to speed. That's your cue, gentlemen.
Oh, one of us.
My bad.
I thought you were gonna do the DBZ narrator style.
No, what do you remember from last session?
Chris, you take the reins on this.
Alright, let's see. So, last session, my character started off in a interesting spot, just taking an Uber. Then suddenly some goat creature with a human face ran towards the car, made the driver run off the road, crash into a freaking tree, and I met Ravna. She's a scary lady with a scary past. I have no idea
there.
what's in store for me.
Only good times.
Anything else worth mentioning? I mean, important info.
Well, super important info. I had a vision of a cemetery and a flash of the goat creature in front of my eyes, some cloaked figure that was digging in that cemetery. I also saw through another vision another figure that presumably took or devoured the brain of some innocent man. And we heard a wolf howl just as the session was concluding.
Yep, off in the distance. Also, if I remember correctly, Nastejaru took the ring off the dead lady's corpse in the morgue.
Yes.
Yeah, I grabbed it as out of speed because I don't know, maybe. Usually with items that are presented, I would go with, I'll say, especially when it comes to victims, maybe you can find something with it.
No, I know the loot goblin spirit.
Oh, not specifically loot goblin, more like there has to be something to this.
And David, anything interesting on your end?
Well, what happened? Hold on a second. We had a ghost in the morgue. A ghost of a girl that her lower half was all blurred out or was missing. And she was crying next to her own body, which her body was pristine on the upper half, but the lower half was eviscerated. And while Nastijaru and Ciobo were speculating what kind of monster did this, she reacted to the word demon, as in she was startled by it. And also, I did a sick donut in the parking lot.
I think that's the most important detail.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, your escape plan that went all right, I guess.
It
Although
went.
now you're stranded next to the forest.
I am deep in the woods.
All right, that's the little definition of off the rails.
Off track, actually.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that kind of covers it all. If anything else comes up, I'll just remind you, gents. But let's get on with session 2. And
Yes.
we are gonna start off at the all-inclusive motel where Nastejaru is residing, Ciobo is residing, and Damien is just tagging along because he was left with this group last time.
I want to say that as I come into the motel, I want to buy a room for myself.
Oh, you want to book a room?
Yeah.
Sure thing. There, so the way the motel is laid out, you have a front desk, and when I say front desk, I don't mean that usual type like in hotels, which is fancy. I mean an actual desk, one you get from IKEA. And on the desk, you got paperwork. You also have a lodger with everybody who signs in, and behind you have the usual key ring, but the keys aren't separated. It's just one little ring that has all the keys to every room.
Okay.
Vintage style.
Other than that, you know, there's a couch somewhere to the right, a little TV, but one of those old school CRT TVs with antennas, and a few plants here and there, just to give it a homey look.
To spruce it up.
Yep, exactly. So, at this motel, let me see if I have any characters here.
Just off character. Every time somebody mentions a motel or something, the first thing that comes to mind is that motel from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
With the cat.
Well, it's not
Yes.
that decrepit, and there's not a
Okay.
cat running the place. Don't worry.
And and hopefully no spiders.
That that motel was pretty big for a motel. Just saying, it was tall. It was a hotel at that point.
The proportions are always exaggerated when it
Oh,
comes
wait
to
a
that.
minute. I think you talking about a different episode that I think of.
There was one in New York as well.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
that was
hotel.
yes.
Different one.
All right. So at the front desk, Damien, you see a person. They're casually smart dressed with long blonde hair, and the hair is tied up in a ponytail. They have glasses, and they seem pretty friendly at first glance.
I'll walk up to them and say, hi, good evening.
Oh, good evening there.
Could I book a room at your hotel?
Sure, no problem. Uh, what's your name?
My name is Damien.
Do you have a last name? No worries.
Damien.
I'll just write down Damien for now. Could you please sign here?
Yeah, sure. And when Damien goes to sign, takes the pen, and there's a different signature there.
What do you mean by different signature?
Well, usually when people sign their name, it should be, maybe in his case, would be a big D or a pun not
Oh, you mean you're
intended.
not leaving your actual signature? You're just
No.
leaving a signature.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, thank you very much. Oh, what type of room would you like? One bed, twin beds,
Single. For
single room?
let's say, let's keep it for a week.
A week. Very well then. Big spender, are we? On vacation?
You could say so, yeah. I've heard a lot of things about your wonderful little town. By the way, is there any like rumor going around or something I should be aware of?
Well, there's always the rumor that old farmer Johnson continues to use dark magic to make his eggs so delicious, but I don't really pay much attention to those. Other than that, there was a case at the docks, but not a lot of information came from that. That was actually a serious case, not like the joke with Farmer Johnson. He doesn't even exist.
Okay, I see.
But the town doesn't really know much about it. A lot of people down in Pliscul Corbului know more because some of them actually saw well, not the incident itself, but the cadaver when it was discovered. But they're being very hush-hush about it. I'm not really sure exactly what's happening, but it ain't my business, man. Well, anyway,
That's
let me
fair.
just grab you your key. So he stands up, turns around, takes the entire key ring off the wall, looks a bit through it, takes a key out and hands it over to you. So your room is
Thank
gonna
you.
be 606.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a
Yeah,
good day.
have a great evening.
You too.
Oh, and by the way, breakfast is at 7 o'clock or 7:30, but we usually close up at around 8:30. So if you miss it, well, don't worry. There are a lot of restaurants in town where you can grab a quick bite.
All right, good to know. And I'll head up this. I guess up the stairs. Is it? How tall is this motel?
It's
Do I
not
have
really
to
that
climb?
tall.
Do I have
It has a
to
ground floor.
go up a floor or two? Or
So it has a ground floor
Mhm.
and a first floor, and that's it.
Oh, actually, before going up, I go back to the desk and ask, "What's your name, by the way?" I didn't catch that.
Oh, thank you. My name is Gabriel.
Oh, nice to meet you. And I reach my hand out.
He also reaches his hand out, and I assume you want to shake hands,
Yeah,
right?
just shake hands. Then I head back.
What about you, Nastejaru? Are you doing anything, or did you do anything while Chris was getting a room?
Well, technically speaking, before everybody split up, theoretically, I have told everybody where to meet up. Basically, gave them the location if they want to meet up at my room. Well, except for David's character.
Well, Ciobo, I don't think he will participate, so he went straight to his room because he had a report file up. Because after what happened at the morgue, he knows he's gonna get some shit from his agency. So he wants to preemptively make the report, send it in, and well, basically tell them that hey, shit went down, and you might have to cover some stuff up.
Yeah, that I can assume that's gonna that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, so he's got basically just gonna be stuck in piles of paperwork all night.
Classic. Yeah. So, question for the keeper. You said I was on vacation, technically speaking, since I already booked a room. How
Yeah, you have a
long?
room here.
My question is fairly simple. It's more for fluff. How long have I been in this town? Question.
Uh, well, you've been for about a day. Basically, you arrived, you settled in, and the next night, which is this night, you went to the hospital because you were very interested in that morgue person
Okay,
found at the docks.
so I just settle in and expecting a vacation. So and then I heard the rumors and I got interested and went to
Well,
the.
you heard the rumors while you were on your way here. That's the
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Okay. My. I wanted to clarify just so I get my info straight.
So right now, Nastejaru is in his room, I guess.
Yeah, I'm mostly just processing everything that went down and waiting to see if somebody arrives. What hour is it right now?
So
It,
last time it was night. Let's say it's around 12 o'clock.
so midnight.
Yeah,
Okay.
12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Time isn't really that relevant. But it's still night. It's still the dead of night.
Okay. So I'm mostly gonna wait for now. More like wait for another hour, and then I'll just hit the hay.
All right, so you're in your room. Damien, are you gonna meet up with Nastejaru to talk things over, or are you
Yeah, I'll
going to your
just
room?
drop off my stuff, like my backpack and whatnot, in my room, lock the door, then head over to Namircha's room and knock a few times.
And Dan's character has a million names. Mircea, Nastejaru, Copac,
I
Neacopac.
think you named him Kopak, but
No. I'm the one who came with the nickname.
oh, okay.
Copac is his nickname.
Yes.
Anyway, I go over to his room and knock a few times and wait.
Does the door? For just a fluff question, does the door have a visor, or do I have to like peek through the door and see?
So all doors that are inside have a visor. The doors that are outside don't have a visor. You need to look through the window. You know
Oh,
motels that have rooms either outside or inside. This one has both.
okay. And another question is more like, do I know how many people are in the motel? I mean, do I know if I have neighbors like below or above or next to me?
You are on the first floor.
Okay.
You have no idea if you have neighbors or not because basically when you arrived in town, you settled. You were planning on a vacation and relaxing for the day, but on the train right here, I told you you heard the rumors and that sparked your interest. So you
Okay.
arrived and then you went grabbed something to eat. While you were eating, night fell, and then you went to the hospital.
Okay, so I didn't do any, let's say, info about my surroundings. Okay, got it. Okay, so I look through the visor. I see if it's I see Damien, correct?
Yes, Damien is at the door.
Okay, I unlock the lock and gesture him to be like a bit silent and come in.
Okay, I try to be as silent as possible and walk in the room. Oh, hey.
But,
Um, so I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm
shh,
Damien.
kid. I don't know if there are people. If we're gonna discuss this kind of talk, let's keep it a bit hush hush. I
Oh,
don't know
right,
how.
right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I don't know how thin these
Okay,
walls
okay, yeah,
are.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
lest we want to start a panic with other people. I'm guessing it's gonna be okay. We're gonna talk normally, but we're gonna pretend like we're talking a bit more hushed, just so everybody can hear us normally.
I mean, you should role play as hushing. You can't just speak because I can hear you. Everybody can hear you. It's okay.
Oh, okay. So that's why I asked because I mean I can hush. The thing is just let's not make it inconvenience for the rest of the players.
You can do just a forced
I'm
hush,
like,
like,
Hey, we should talk like this because people can still hear us, though the charade
Okay.
is being kept.
Okay.
doing or my immersion is broken.
shut up,
Okay.
you.
Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to share with you the fact that when I arrived in town, I had a vision. Well, this might sound weird, but I'm guessing.
Before you tell me this, do you know if there are other people coming or is just you?
I'm not sure. I think it's just me. We saw Ravna, the creepy old lady. We saw her uh, in a police car for some reason, and she came out of
That
the
was
parking lot and sped off. She was
that.
invisible, I guess, because the rest of you didn't see her, but I did.
All I saw was an out of control police car.
Yeah, that was Ravna driving it somehow.
Huh. So you're telling me that Turbo Granny is not with us?
No, I have no idea where she went.
Okay.
As for
That,
the other two, I mean, Esteban, I think, just went off on his own, and Ciobo's, well, I have no idea.
well, fine by me. If the no skin off my teeth, just let's see what we have.
Maybe it's better that we split up, I suppose, but we'll see. Regarding the vision, it's weird. I have like fractured images, but what I saw was this goat-like creature with a human head, like with a human face. And I think it was the same that I saw driving, well, being driven by my Uber driver into town that caused the car to crash and me meeting Ravna. That's how we met, by the way.
So you basically need help in tracking this thing.
Yeah. Besides seeing it, I also saw a vision of a cemetery and some cloaked figure that was rummaging through it. I think that would be a hot spot for us to find some more clues
Okay,
into this
before
mystery.
anything, let me just clarify a couple of things. You and your visions, okay, helpful advice, but in terms of this voodoo magic stuff, I have zero reference, so with that, I'm just gonna leave you when it comes to this. You are currently the only person in this room that has any idea about this magic stuff. The only thing I have references would be just movies or any other stuff for now.
Yeah, I've read quite a lot on the occult, so I have some knowledge here and there.
Okay. Well, well then, glasses, let me just ask you a couple of questions. First off, why are you in this town?
Well, I also heard a rumor that this town had some interesting occurrences happening that were quickly silenced. I read a newspaper article before coming here about a girl that I think it said she was in an accident or something happened to her, but the article itself was mostly redacted and not much
So,
info could be
so you're
purviewed.
basically here out of curiosity, no hidden agenda, or no nothing. That's what I get, right?
You would be correct.
Okay, yeah. I'm not one to judge. I was just here on vacation, so as far as I'm concerned, this is just something that happened. Heard about it, but didn't was not originally my plan to be. But still. So my second question is, you say you're with this whole magic mumbo jumbo, but how far does it reach?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you saw the lady in the morgue,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I can see spirits if they make themselves visible to me.
Okay. And
Usually,
that's about it, or do you have, or can it be
besides this, and I also have visions. Usually, when something bad is about to happen or might happen, I can see I suppose, a little bit into the future, even depending on how well I work it out.
convenient?
Sometimes it's fuzzy, sometimes it's bad.
That's actually a good segue for you, Damien, to roll your ability to have a vision for this session.
Oh, here I go.
That's the cue, ladies and
It's
gents.
fucking garbage, bro.
What did you roll?
Oh, a 5. Let me see. On a miss, I get a vision of something bad happening to me, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent 1 as penalties to rolls you make. Yay!
Oh, so I get free cheap shots.
Free
Okay,
fuck you.
free fuck yous. Alrighty.
Oh man, feels bad.
So you get a vision of something that bad that happens to you.
I mean, yeah.
So while you're describing your abilities to Nastejaru, your head starts hurting, and you get some very blurry visions of you in the forest, and you can tell you're completely disoriented. You have no idea if anybody else is with you, and at some point you feel something grab your leg, and that's it.
Where am I? Oh, okay, we're back in the hotel. Oh, hope
I throw Damien a bottle of water that here that look painful. Maybe drink something. Maybe
yeah,
dehydrate.
yeah, thank you. He just kind of gulps the whole bottle down and hands it back to you. That
So-
was an especially bad one. I had a vision of me in the forest, and I felt like disoriented and didn't know exactly where I was. Something grabbed my ankle. Oh man, that's not good.
Okay.
I suppose I should maybe avoid the forest.
Okay. So let me just. So aside from, let's get back on topic with the whole.
Right.
So after we heard about the police were coming in, and we started to, well, panic would put it lightly. The only thing I managed to grab was this, and I show him the ring.
Oh, this was on the girl, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we can, if we can find something Good. If not, well,
Keeper, can I inspect the ring and see if I find any engravings or something on it?
Uh, what role do you think it would work most for it? Investigate
Probably,
mystery or read a bad situation?
probably
What question?
mystery. I think mystery would be investigate a mystery would be better. I think. Wait, let me check. Yeah. Investigate a mystery will work.
All right. Yeah, I should. You can roll me an investigate a mystery.
All right. Oh, thanks. Thanks for a nice roll. I could have had that before. It's
What did you roll?
a 11
It's an
damn.
11. All right. So for an 11, I think you hold two, right?
on a 10 plus. I hold 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask me two questions or just one question and hold one
I'll
for later.
hold 1. Oh, I'll ask what is being concealed here.
That's a good question. So you analyze the ring, and as you suspected, you do see a name engraved on the interior of it. You know how in Lord of the Rings they had engravings on the inside of the ring?
Yeah.
That's what you see here on this ring. And you can see the name Julia C. The rest of it you can't really make out because it's still grimy from the body. It has some dirt on it
Okay.
and some fallen off skin, the usual stuff
Okay.
when you
okay.
loot bodies.
Oh, I see a name here actually. It says Julia C something. It's still a bit dirty. I'll go wash it in the sink quick and.
Whoa. Here I have a napkin. Just there's no need to use it in the sink. Just use this napkin and be with it.
Oh, sure. I'll take the napkin and rub it out. Can I make out the name? Or
Uh, Give me an act under pressure.
okay.
Let's see what you get.
Yeah. Not great.
What is it?
It's a 4. Oops.
Well, that's a miss.
Yep.
At least you get experience.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, I forgot. I just mark off experience.
So with the miss, you do manage to wipe everything off the ring, but you realize that the name is faded out a bit due to wear and tear on the ring. You can still make out an R after the C, so it's Julia CR.
Damn, we should have read maybe the name on the computer.
It was far as I've seen was redacted. So
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I suppose
I
it's
don't
a
know.
start.
I mean, I saw it while Magic Man was working on the computer.
You guys hear police sirens outside. They're not parked or they're not heading towards your hotel, but they're passing by. So it's clear that the police are still looking for the people that were at the motel. The motel that were at the morgue earlier. They're scouring the city right now.
Keeper, where
What's
is
up?
where is the motel at? I just want to know. Or
You see the map, right?
It's marked.
Yeah.
The all-inclusive. I don't.
Ah,
s-
okay.
I don't know if
You
you can see my cursor, but it's the all-inclusive.
I see it. It stands in the middle of the screen, but yeah, I see the all-inclusive.
Yep, that's where the motel is, and you're a bit further up near the forest. Because if you remember last time, let me just take out my markups. You ended up somewhere around this area right here.
Yeah.
Let me just make this red. So this is where you ended up with the car ended up here and you're somewhere in this area right now.
Mhm.
Cool. Back to you, gentlemen. What's your next move?
I think we should head to the cemetery and see what we can find there. And
not tonight.
why not?
Haven't you heard the previous? I try to. I point out at my ears. Haven't you heard? The sirens are still blaring outside. Those guys are on high alert.
Yeah, that's true.
We can still check up in the morning for your just so we can see the zone, and then if it goes down at night, we can go there a second time. We need to make sure that everything is clear. Scout out the area, then proceed.
Yeah. That's
You,
smart.
both of you hear talking in the lobby at the front desk. It's Gabriel, the front desk man, and another voice. It's pretty hard to make out exactly what they're talking. You could crack open the door a bit to hear a bit better, if you're interested.
Uh, does the lobby have a view to the door where we are at?
Yes. I can actually make a little thing here in Paint to show you exactly how it would look like.
Okay.
So, the door is right here, right? This is where you enter. The front desk is here, and then past the TV and stuff is all the way to this side. And over here, you have the walls, and then this hallway with the doors lined up like this.
Yeah, but this is on the first floor, right on the ground floor.
Yeah, you're on the ground floor.
Oh,
We're on the
his
ground.
room is on the ground floor then.
Yes,
Yeah, wait, didn't I say that you were on the ground floor and you didn't know if about your
I
neighbors?
believe I asked if I was up. I believe I heard I was above. I don't remember exactly. I phased out on that.
All right, no, you're on the ground floor, and your door, more specifically, is this one. Damien, you are on the first floor, on the next floor.
Oh, okay. This might be. Do we have windows? We have windows.
Yeah, every room has windows. Just
And
one.
are
Though.
they barred or anything?
No. They're just regular windows with window sills. If you look through them, you see the backyard of the motel. That's why it's not barred, because you have a fence.
Oh, okay. So there's a backyard.
Yeah, does it have cameras?
The motel has cameras, but only on the hallway and the lobby and, the common areas. No cameras inside anybody's rooms.
Okay, no. If they start to check everybody and they don't see you here, they're gonna start to get. They're gonna be a bit more weirded
You
out.
still hear muttering outside. Which is pretty odd at this late at night. It's about 12:20 right now, so 20 minutes have passed.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna make sure that every weapon that I have is hidden well.
Can I use magic?
What do you want to do with the magic?
Do one thing that is beyond human limitation. I want to enhance my hearing so I can hear what they're talking about.
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. That's a 9. It works imperfectly. I choose choose a glitch.
Yeah, you choose a glitch.
Short duration.
Okay, so just a short duration. So you manage to hear, to
I
enhance
take
your
my
hearing.
book out and I read out a passage of some occult.
No.
stuff.
This one doesn't have a limitation because it's a short duration and you're just enhancing your hearing for a little while. So what you hear is Gabriel talking to somebody who's a bit more.
I wanna describe just. Well, my character knows this, but your character as well, Daniel. You can, if you look towards Damien, you can see that he almost has another pair of hands around his ears that act like I don't know, cups, or some hands cup his ears, but to like amplify the.
I'm currently busy trying to hide my stuff, so I don't know if I.
If you were to look towards him, you would see that. Right, go on, Keeper. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so it's Gabriel talking to somebody who's a bit more, or at least sounds a bit more imposing. What they're discussing is basically the following. So, you are sure that nobody came in which would fit these clothes? No, not that I can remember, to be honest. Well, how many people are booked in tonight? Let me just check the ledger real quick. We got uh, uh, six people in the motel tonight. All right. Do you happen to know if they're asleep? Our customers should be asleep at this hour, sir. Well, we'd like to conduct a search of every room. We're looking for some people dressed like this. Well, I'm not really sure that's policy. I have to get the manager, talk to them. It's gonna be a whole. Well, ring them up because we can't really leave until we check all the rooms. This is what you hear. The duration ended.
All right. I go up to Nastasia and quickly whisper, "They're gonna search every room, and well, it might take a little bit before they start the search, but they definitely will do it. I'm not sure if it's the police. Might be the police. Sounded like an imposing guy. I think maybe we should get out the window and escape to the back."
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that if you want to. I'm just gonna. You said they're gonna. You're saying gonna just change everything. Do you relay what you heard exactly, or do you just gonna say that? No.
Yeah, let's say that I relay everything exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no. Best if you at this point. Yeah, no. I'll just try and.
We have some time, technically. I'm not sure how much, but the search will happen, from what I understood.
Yeah, but it's like midnight. The fact that we're not booked here could raise even more suspicion. Especially you, that you just booked in.
I mean, maybe I booked in and just went for a night out, late night out.
Well,
Doesn't
that
really
could be-
matter if I'm sleeping
could
here
be-
or not.
Well, that could be your excuse. As far as I'm concerned, I'll just go to bed. I'll change my clothes and go to bed.
Okay then. I think we should at least exchange numbers, so we could. I can ring you up, or the other way around if you need help.
Sure.
Alright.
Here.
And I guess we exchange numbers and whatnot. Keeper.
You hear from outside a knock, but not on your door. It's on the first door in the hallway I drew for you earlier.
Okay.
So they've started knocking on the individual doors.
Okay. I quickly start to change into my pajamas.
Oh no, I don't want to see an old man naked. Damien is gonna open the window and climb through it. And what do I see actually? Or can I do this?
It's a garden and it has a gazebo. It's a common garden, so everybody in the motel can go into it in the morning
Are
or in the
there
afternoon.
any cameras?
In the garden, no. Just a fence. It's a picked fence,
Okay.
but a wooden picked fence.
Is there any door? Or like a
For the fence,
fence
no.
door
If
or
you
something?
No, if you want to get out, you either have to jump over the fence or go through the front.
I wait for a second and just throw my shirt at Damien. Hey, take this.
What? Damn it.
Hide it somewhere.
But okay, sure. I
But
guess
don't hide it, but don't throw it away. It's gonna be. Don't lose it, basically.
Okay. I'll try not to. I guess I just kind of bundle it up in a ball and just tuck it in my shirt or something, like underneath.
Okay, I close everything out and I just go to bed, or at least presume to be going to bed.
I'll try to jump over the fence, not on the side with the presumably where the road is and where the police car or whatever it might be outside. I'll jump on the other side if I can.
Any side you would jump just leads to a little field. Like the hotel is facing the main road, as you can see in the on the map.
Right, right, right.
So the back of it.
Oh, I
Sure.
see,
If
I
you,
see, I
if
see. Yeah.
actually if you jump the back fence, you'll end up in somebody else's garden, the house right next to the
I
motel.
don't want to do that. If I
The
can.
You can jump the fence that's facing that little green area, that patch of grass
Right, right.
right there.
I'll try doing that.
Act under pressure.
Okay. Now you're gonna see Damien with his undies stuck on the edge of the fence or something. No.
What did you roll?
Wait, acted. Oh my god! I rolled a 5. Yay, more XP.
Well, you get some XP. Uh, you try to jump the fence, but you've never really considered going to the gym in your life, so you don't really have that much upper body strength.
Not
So it's pretty
really.
hard to do a pull up because the fence is a bit taller than you. It's, let's say, 30, 50 centimeters taller than you. So it's pretty hard, and can't even get a grip with your feet on it, unfortunately.
Okay. Did that make a lot of noise?
No,
Okay.
that didn't make much noise.
Can I? Can I
Just to give you
cast?
some context, you can run around the motel to the front and just book it on the main road.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to enter the motel and run through the.
No. So the motel is surrounded by this garden, let's say, although a bit narrower to the sides.
Right. I'll try to sneakily go around the sides and listen for any, and look out if there's any people that are on the lookout, or they're keeping watch. Let's say at the.
In front of the motel, what catches your eye is the fact that there are no police cars parked.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. What do I see parked? Is there anything like?
A few cars, mainly the cars of the staff of the motel and the patrons of the motel for the night.
Okay. I'll sneakily try to get out in the street and see what I see there.
What you see on the main street.
Yeah, like I'll get out of the perimeter of the hotel and.
So on the main street, you're basically, let's say, at this junction right here, right?
Yeah.
Let me draw it in another color, just so you can see it better. This junction right here, right, of the road, because you left the motel.
Yeah,
You said.
I guess. I didn't go that far. I just want to see if there's anything inconspicuous. Or, no, anything conspicuous. Anything
I
weird.
mean, the road seems pretty calm at the moment. You can't really hear any more police cars. The lights on the street are on, but nobody is actually walking on the street right now.
So I don't see any weird car. There's no police cars parked out front. There's nothing.
No. And most of the houses surrounding the motel have their lights off, so people are most likely asleep right now.
I take out my phone. Can I send Stejaru a message?
Yeah, of course.
Telling him that there's no police cars out front. Not sure who this guy might be. Be careful. And that's it.
Yeah, what's up?
Could you say again what sort of car is that? I didn't have my headphones on at the time.
No, what I said is there are no police cars parked in front of the motel.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
I wanna see a character sheet stat. Give me a second. Just pull yours up for a second here.
If there's a bad
Uh,
situation happening, I can have a vision for it.
did you send a message over to Stejaru?
Yeah, a text message.
So, a text message. Now, Stejaru, could you roll me two d6s plus your sharp?
Sure, but give me a second. That is a 6 plus 1, 7.
It's a 7. All right, so you received a message from Damien, but you realize you forgot to put your phone on silent. And the person outside had just knocked on your door. You didn't answer because you were pretending to be asleep, but they heard the phone inside.
Oh fuck. Oh no.
They
So
knock once more.
Okay, can I, how quickly can I take my phone and see slash delete it?
Yeah, pretty much right now, because you are reading the message.
Okay, I delete it immediately, and while doing so, I read deleted it and immediately just say to the who's there? Uh,
From the other side of the door, you hear the imposing voice that Damien heard a little bit earlier. Uh, I am sorry to disrupt you at this late hour, but we have some inquiries for anybody that's staying at this motel right now. Could you please open the door for a few seconds?
uh, sure. I slowly go there uh, and unlock the door, just acting out me being more frail than usual. A bit more.
You open the door, and before you see who is standing on the other side, we cut over to Ravna. I assume your food arrived, yes, Ravna?
a long time ago, yes.
Okay, perfect. So now we can shift the scene over to Ravna, who is up here
Yes.
somewhere.
In Darkwood.
So tell me, Ravna, what are you doing right now?
Well, first of all, want to know my surroundings. What are they like?
Uh, 50% field, 50% trees. That's kind of it right there.
Nothing urban, no?
No,
Nothing
no.
man-made except for the crashed police car.
Yeah, the car is crashed. It's in a ditch. The lights are still on.
It's
It's
still
making a
bleeding.
bit. It is. It is.
Okay. Uh, well, I'm gonna abandon the car because I can't use it anymore, and I'm gonna head in towards the tree line, the to the right.
The tree line to the right, so over here.
Yeah.
All right, you go over there. What's your battle plan? What are you? What's your plan now?
Well, Ravna doesn't pretty much has a plan. She doesn't know where the rest of the people are, so she's gonna do her best, and that is to survive, basically. Find a track, avoid humans, because if somebody
Right
would know,
now, right now it's the dead of night. So again, the town is, let's say, 95% sleeping. Only people that are up are the police cars patrolling the main roads, looking for the people at the morgue.
they're not heading into the wild, no?
No, they're patrolling the main roads.
Okay. Actually, considering that last time a wolf howl was heard at the end, in which direction was the wolf howl?
Uh, you heard, from your perspective, you heard it from the forest, but you're not really sure how deep in the forest. Also, these right here.
Ah,
So the thick of the forest, or over here.
uh-huh. So in the bigger parts of the forest.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm thinking. I'm not sure what. I, you know what? I'm gonna go on the other side, where the owl potentially was heard.
Oh, so you're going towards the howls.
Yeah.
All right, so Ravna is gonna go over here.
She
Wants to
goes
explore.
she goes to a bush and does like Homer Simpson.
And then teleports into another place.
And what do you do once you enter the forest? It's if I were to describe the forest, it's pretty thick. So a lot of trees, a lot of brush, and it's very dark. But I assume Ravna can somewhat see in the darkness.
Yeah, her owl eye helps that. She can see clearly. Well, a tad bit clearly. She could help to have the other eye to work, but she can only see with one eye so far right now. I'm not sure. She's gonna. Uh, I'm gonna do. I want to do an investigate a mystery, as in try to figure out with the question, what happened here? As in, want to know where the howl really came from. Get a perspective, or at least,
Well, I already told you that you can't really pinpoint where the howl came from because it wasn't just one howl. It was like a pack of animals was howling.
oh, actually,
What I can tell you is that it's this general forest area.
mhm. I also see roads over there, in the forest. I assume those are like dirt roads, no? Not
Uh,
highway and stuff.
these right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are dirt roads.
No.
They're side roads. Mostly, I believe everything. So this road right here, these roads right here, all of these are just backside roads.
You know, I want to do a read that situation and to ask, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You can try, sure.
Let's go. Wait a second, let me switch to my character sheet. Just so I know I don't fuck up something. Alright. It's a 6. No, it's a 7.
Oh, it's a 7. Okay. So you have one question for a 7.
Yeah, but it's that. Are there any dangers I haven't noticed yet?
So you're not that deep in the forest just yet. There aren't really any dangers around you right now, or at least you can't sense them.
Mm-hmm. Right, going further.
So you just want to continue exploring the forest.
Yeah.
Very well then. Damien,
Yes.
you had an ability about gaining visions when something bad. were to
Yeah.
happen.
Can
Could
I
you
roll?
read that? Could you describe it to me? Could you read it out?
Yeah. So,
The description. I don't need the
yeah,
rules, just
yeah,
the
yeah.
description.
Mhm. When something bad is happening, or just about to happen, somewhere that you aren't, roll plus sharp on 10 plus you knew where you needed to go just in time, and well, the other just explain.
Alright, so
what's
you
happening.
just get the vision. Alright, roll for me. Roll
Oh,
disability.
fuck.
Roll disability.
It's a 6.
Oh no, what does a 6 entail? Does
I
it say
get
anything?
Yeah. I on a miss, you get there and I have 6 experience. How do I mark 6? I can mark 6. I'll just write it down. On a miss, I get there just in time to be in trouble myself.
Oh. Well, first off, congratulations, because you're speedrunning the level up system today.
God damn.
And second off, you get another flash vision, which shows Ravna in the thick of the woods, surrounded by glowing eyes, which you can't make out exactly what they are because they're surrounding her, but they are surrounding her.
Yeah,
Okay.
boy.
You know where you have to go.
Yeah. From what I can read, basically I know where to go just instinctually, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there just in the nick of time.
Get in trouble yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, Damon sensing this, like rubbing his temples a little bit, is kind of mutter to himself. Okay, oh, that was rough, huh? Right. Okay, I should go. I should go and help her, and I'll make my way towards where she is, I suppose.
Are you? Well, actually, no. If you didn't do it, you won't do it. Sure. What path are you gonna take? The long path along the main roads, or are you just gonna cut right through
I'll try to
the?
cut through. Yeah.
All right. We cut once more. This time back to Nastejaru, who's in the doorway with. Let me just pull up this character.
I'm already afraid. Please have mercy, I'm an old man.
No, what you see is a very tall, with short, spiky hair and a scar under his left eye gentleman. He has.
Okay, the spiky hair and scar. I don't know. It sounds like complete, like like 10 miles away from from gentleman.
No, he's well groomed. So his beard is groomed. He's
you
wearing
get
this.
you get my point though.
No, I understand, but he looks like the sort of fellow which you'd consider being a bodyguard. He also has a very thick mustache, like think Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. That type of mustache.
God damn. Anyway, I continue my old man shtick. Hello, is it morning?
No, it's not morning. I'm sorry to disrupt you and your sleep, old man, but I really need some information regarding. And he pulls out a very blurry picture. You can tell that it was taken from a computer, a CCTV computer, one of those monitors, which connects to cameras.
Yeah, I know.
And in that picture, you see a familiar room. It's the morgue. And it shows the five of you in the morgue. Luckily for you, those cameras are so old and so out of focus, your facial features can't be made out. Only bits and pieces of your clothes. He points at the picture and asks you, do you happen to know anybody who would be wearing, well, these sort of colors on their clothes? Because all of you, as I said last time, when you're together, you're like a motley crew. One of you is dressed in black, the other is dressed somewhat else. Nastejaru looks like a lumberjack, so you don't really fit a team.
To put it in perspective, most my character tends to just this is more like exposition because maybe I forgot to mention it. While I usually dress in normal clothes, normal civilian clothes, I tend to have, for example, since my character has specifies on my sheet, I have body armor, but it's underneath my shirt or something.
No, I know that. I know. I mean, just how you look from the exterior, from the
No,
outside looking in.
I'm mostly specifying it as an info all overall for everybody, just to not because Ciobo's character, I believe you said he was army based and he had the armor on the outside. I don't remember exactly.
He wears a flak vest.
Okay, so
that was his decision to wear it over his business clothes.
Yeah, no, I try to hide mine because for obvious reasons.
A professional amateur.
But anyway, he points at the picture and he basically what I asked you earlier. Have you seen these people today in town?
I look at him and the picture with like the not the million mile stare, as if I don't know on which plane of reality am I right now. And I shake my head very lightly.
Well, are you sure?
I take how does he hold the picture? Just out of curiosity, just by
So he's holding it right next to his face, a bit towards you so you can see it better. Because he
Okay,
also is aware that the picture isn't really that detailed.
I try to gently try to pick the picture a bit, and like an old man usually would do, with no regards to personal space. Try to grab the picture to bring it closer. Does he allow me to do it, or do I?
Yeah, he lets you take the picture.
What? Is it great? It's grayscaled, or is it?
Yeah, it's grayscaled.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, no, it's not grayscale because you have to see the colors. There are colors in the on the picture, but again, they're blurry or pixelated. You've seen CCTV footage in your life. You know
Yes,
what I'm talking about.
I've worked with CCTV footage. I know the shtick. I give him like a very, like I shake my head. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Mm.
No.
Well, that is unfortunate. You said you shaked your head, right? As in a
Y-
no, right? A
yes,
response.
yes.
Uh, okay then. Well, if you by any chance recall anything, please don't feel ashamed to contact me. And he hands out a business card.
What? Despite the fact that I act as if I'm completely, completely out of it, what does it read on it? I can see it clearly.
So on the business card, you only see the name Eli Connor. Under it, his phone number, his mail address, and that's it.
So no distinctive features on the
No,
card.
it's just a blank white card. But what you do notice is he's not affiliated with any type of agency or police department or anything. It's just the name, phone number, and mail address.
Okay. Uh, is it a well kept card, or is it just smooshed card? Depending on.
These are American Psycho questions right here.
The thickness, the off whiteness.
But no, it's well kept. He took it out of his
Look, my
chest
look.
pocket.
You're telling me about American Psycho. You know damn well what I'm talking about here.
But no, it's well kept. It's tidy. It's not crumpled up
Okay,
or anything.
so he is going the professional route. I see.
Well,
I
even though he looks professional, he does wear a red checkered flannel shirt and jeans, so he's not dressed in a suit.
yeah. Given how I look, I don't. That's something that I don't take as a judgment just based on appearance. But still, yeah. Okay, I take the card. Very. I look at it. I examine it. I'm trying to. I'm like mumbling. I have no idea. Trying to sound as confused as possible.
Please don't hesitate to contact me if anything comes up. Any sort of information, any inkling of memory could help me with my investigation.
I go. I turn around a bit. To take to my jacket. I pulling out my wallet. How much is the subscription?
Uh, what subscription?
You're giving me a number. Do you sell? Are you selling something?
No, no. It's just a card for you to be able to contact me if need be.
Okay.
Again, I am very, very sorry for having interrupted your sleep. And he narrows his eyes a bit and he looks at you. Have I seen you before somewhere?
Uh, okay. Now I'm going to. Let me see.
There is
Uh,
something so very familiar about you, about your. And he sniffs a bit, just like when allergy season comes around and people sniff on the street. That's what he does right now. He goes,
okay. Let me just. Let me just. Cum se numește?
"You
Can
want to
I?
do a move?"
Yes, I wanted to read a bad situation. I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, sure. Roll.
Okay, give me 3 seconds. Let me just. That is an 8.
So you hold one question. What is it?
Are there any dangers that I haven't noticed yet aside from?
No, he doesn't seem hostile. He's just inquisitive.
Okay, so I lent out an old man fart.
Lamo.
Oh, well,
You can
then
do that voluntarily?
you can tell that he doesn't really like the fact that he just sniffed the air. So he closes his eyes like somebody's cutting onions next to him, and he says, "All right, have a good night, and remember to contact me if anything comes up." And he takes his leave. He goes to the next room over and knocks on the door.
I close the door slowly, trying to keep and when I close the door, I immediately straighten my back and and basically, is there a night lamp nearby?
Yes, you have one right next to the bed.
Okay, I turn on this because it was kind of like I believe it was darkness in my room because
Yep.
I just yeah. So I am going to text Damien. Uh, Specifically, you said I was gonna say you were right. It wasn't the police. However, this guy is clearly searching for something, and he just gave me his contact and send.
All right.
Just to give you some context about everybody's position right now. So Damien, some time had passed while Nastijaru had this interaction with Eli. You're somewhere around here.
Okay, getting close.
And Ravna is now somewhere around here.
Oh
Well, actually,
shit.
I'm gonna color Ravna as blue.
Blue, dabba-dee-babba-die.
I need another type of blue, something that stands out a bit more.
Cyan.
Yeah, this works.
Okay,
I'm in
so
forest.
if possible, Keeper, before you switch the scenes, I'm gonna just like sit inquisitively on my bed and try to find as much information on my phone, on the internet, if I can find something about
About
this.
Eli.
Yes, or something related to the number or his appearance.
Yeah, you start looking stuff up, and while you do this, we're gonna switch over to Ravna now, who's in the forest, still going deeper, searching for these howls.
Deeper.
She's also talking to herself right now, as in unsure of what is going on, what she's doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you? What's going on? What is this world? What's happening?
So you're still just searching. Do you want to do a hunter move, something?
Let me check. Hmm. Nope, not at the moment. Just moving,
All right,
muttering
so
and
you
looking around.
continue. Yeah, you continue down this path. Let's say going through the forest.
Yeah.
While you do this, we cut over to Damien, who receives the text message.
Oh.
What's your reaction?
Reading the text message.
Has a heart attack and dies.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of Damien. Easy. No. Well, Stejel didn't text me the guy's name, right? Just told me he is in police, and
I don't think he texted you the name.
yeah, okay.
No,
I'm not
but
sure. Did you?
well, first off, I tried to. You said that I'm gonna avoid the previous thing that you did and put my phone on silent before anything. And to avoid that kind of issue. But no, I did not mention
Okay.
the name. I
Oh,
only said that he gave me his contacts.
yeah, okay. I suppose I look it over, I acknowledge it, and I put the phone back in my pocket. I make a mental note, or Damon makes a mental note of this.
Yeah, you're
And
still making your way towards Ravna.
yeah, I'll continue going.
So now we switch back to Ravna, who's still in the forest and looking around. What do you do now, Ravna?
How is the night sky?
It's clear.
Is there full moon? It's something?
There is a full moon, yeah.
Hmm.
And since this is more of a rural town, you also can see stars in the night sky.
I'm no sea stars. That's what she says.
What did she say? She doesn't see stars.
No. She said, long time no see, little stars.
Oh, okay, okay.
She can. I'm gonna. I'm gonna do another hunter move. Let me see. Let me check. I'll roll again to read that situation.
All right.
Are there any? Well, actually, we'll see if I have any questions. Oh boy, a 12.
So on a 12, I believe you hold 2.
No,
No, you
3.
hold 3.
Yep, that's some 3 questions. So, are there any dangers?
Right now, no. At least not around you. You basically all you've seen up till now are some owls, some squirrels. You hear crickets, but the forest itself seems pretty calm in this area.
I'm assuming the owls have shiny eyes.
Sure.
I'll hold the other 2 for later. That's how you do it, right? You hold these questions for later, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you note them down that you have 2 questions left for the read bad situation.
All right. Um, I want to go to the clearing, not in the forest deep, but in the clearing.
What
Right,
here?
right next. Yeah, that over there, next to the dirt road.
All right.
Try to. I'm assuming you said this is the area where, approximately where the howls were heard. The
Yeah, but
howls.
that was some time ago. You have
Yeah,
no idea if the house moved. The forest is big. Like looking around Bellish on the map,
yeah.
you can see how much forest there is to cover.
There's a shitload of forest. Um, another. She just looks around. It's like she is feeling a little content because she's not in a in an urban area. She likes the forest. She's a bit. Uh, she's all right. She's not that scared anymore, that panicking like she was when she was driving the car. But she remembers that Damien is still out there, and if she has to do something, she has to find him. So she's gonna go back where she came from.
From the tree line, you hear rustling sounds.
She stops,
Do you
and
do anything?
she, yeah, I stand still and I look where the rustlings were heard. Where did the rustlings come from?
Even though the night sky is clear and there is a full moon, you still can't really make out what's happening behind the tree line. Right now, you're in the clearing, looking towards the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
And the rustling seems to be getting closer.
She bears her claws.
And from the tree line, finally comes out Damien, who looks worse for wear.
Oh. Hey, Ravna, is that you?
Are you? What are you doing out here, child?
Well, I was looking for you, and I had a vision of things that bad things that would happen here to you. You were like surrounded by eyes, and you seemed like you were in danger. So
Well, the only eyes I see are that of the owls up there. But you came here all alone?
well, the others they kind of went their separate ways for now, and the old man decided to stay at the uh, tavern to rest.
Those two will be chastised for leaving a child alone.
Ravna,
As for the old man, I understand him.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm not a child though. I'm kind of an
How old
adult
are you?
technically.
How old are you?
18.
Well, compared to me, you're a boy. And she pats your head.
Uh, okay then.
So don't worry,
That's good.
little adult. You have a place to stay. A place to.
Yes, I do. At the tavern. Yeah.
Very well, lead the way.
Okay. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. And Damien
I
looks
went
around.
from here, I think the house were heard. Went here to see exactly where they come from, but
Oh yeah, I heard some howls too. Actually, do you wanna? Actually, we should. I really want to go to the cemetery of this town and see what's going on there because I had a vision.
what vision did you have with that cemetery?
Uh, it was of a cloaked figure that was rummaging through the cemetery, and this like goat creature with a human face. The vision was slightly blurry, but I know there must be something important there.
None of the questions I hold match with me saying, trying to figure out what sort of monster he talks about. No, like let's say I may be knowing something.
I mean, you have those. You still have two questions left, right, for a bad situation.
Yeah, but they don't line up with what I want to ask. Like,
Yeah, it should be investigate a mystery at this point.
yeah. All right, I'll hold those two for now.
Can I ask? I still have one holdover from Investigate a Mystery. Can I ask what sort of creature is it?
Sure, but I'm pretty sure you know what the answer will be.
A demon?
No, oh, you wait. So regarding to what the howls, you want to ask about the howls? What sort of creature is it?
More
Or
regarding the goat thing.
oh, the goat thing. You can try and ask me, but let's see what you roll.
Wait, but this is a holdover question.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I rolled
What do you want to ask? You want to ask me what sort of creature is it?
Yeah.
So you don't really have that much experience just yet regarding the supernatural. For you, from what I remember, you describing Damien as being, it's sort of a new thing, right?
He always was a little passionate about the occult, but he came into this, well, into his powers recently, so.
So what you can put together based on what you know is that the goat with the head of a human and the reaction that the girl in the morgue had, which I believe was called Yulia, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So from her reaction and what you saw in the car, you do put two and two together and realize that you might be dealing with a demon here.
Okay. Right.
Do you relay that info to Ravna?
Yeah, I'll say that. Well, based on the reaction of the girl's spirit, I think we're dealing with a demon.
Uh, this is me asking you guys. While you're discussing, are you still in the clearing or are you now making your way over to the cemetery?
Guess we're making our way. No?
Yeah.
All right, so you're discussing while you're walking towards the cemetery.
But where's the cemetery? on the
So
map?
the church is here, as you can see on Google
Okay.
Maps,
Yeah.
and the cemetery is also there. It's
Okay.
right next to it, so basically here.
Okay. A demon, you say?
I'm I'm still new to all of this. I mean, I've read a lot of things, but I've never really encountered a lot of supernatural things. Well, except one, and you can see the apparition that Ravna saw previously start to come into vision again.
Yeah, she narrows her eyes to him. You mean a demon like this spectral parasite you have?
Well, he's not really a parasite, although I suppose it's
It,
a
incon-
symbiotic relationship.
it inconveniences you, no?
Out of curiosity, keeper, if possible, how long has Damien, technically speaking, been? Did he make it from the motel to the place where he left Ravna? And
Much time has passed.
yes, basically to.
It's about 2 in the morning now, with
Mhm.
everything that's happened.
Did the guy leave, or do I still hear him searching?
He's upstairs right now.
By the way, Keeper, you want to make a note that as we're going towards the church, we pass we pass next to the crashed police car. A bit next to it, not right next to it. But you could probably discern. You could probably tell the pattern of the police car there, and maybe the lights have gone out by now.
No, the police car is still making noise, and
Oh.
it's been discovered by the police.
Oh shit! Never mind that.
So no, well, you offered this on a silver platter to me, so both of
God
you
damn
act
it,
under
David.
pressure.
Fucking shit. Okay.
No,
Well,
just give me an act under pressure.
Both of us, or just Ravna?
Well, both of you, because you're walking towards the
All
church.
right.
That's a 6.
That's that's a 5. Yay, more XP.
So both of you can mark experience.
Marking right now.
What happens is one of the policemen that's investigating the crashed, lost police car sees the two of you, but you're pretty far away. They just shout out to you, "Hey, stop right there, freeze!" And he starts running towards you. What are you gonna do?
Oh boy, Ravna, this isn't good. Especially with they might know how we look. The militiamen. I don't know what to call them. The charade is tiring.
Police, you want to say?
Yeah. That's it. Oh, great. I don't
It
have to
says
make
on
up
the
words.
car. It says on the vehicle,
Yes.
which you have said to me was a magical carriage. Are you lying to me, child?
Well, no. I thought you come from a distant time, and it's been many years have passed.
We'll discuss that later. Let's try to deal with the man. If anything, I could. If anything, I'll let you do the talking. You seem to be more apt to this.
I don't know.
That, and I point to the air as if the specter is there. That thing, is it any help?
I kind of look back at my spirit helper, and it's like, maybe. Hey, Charlie, could you help somehow? And the spirit, well, initially, as Ravna sees it, and as she saw it in the morgue, and as she saw it now, you couldn't really see the face too clearly. You can see the shape of the body and whatnot, or part of it, like from the torso up. But now you see a chiseled jaw and a very freshly kept
what you call it? Nice face, handsome lad, uh,
Oh my
short
god, it's Charlie
hair.
Sheen.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
not close-ish, but not really.
I mean, yeah.
He's dressed like in a nice vest. You can't really tell colors. It's kind of like almost sepia like or like brown tinted to the operation itself. And you can actually hear the spirit speak, and it says, well, hello there, my name is Charles. And he kind of extends his spectral hand to Ravna as if to, well, kiss her hand. A very gentlemanly, like, hello, miss. My name
It is.
is Charles. But you can call me Charlie.
Well, okay. Are you of any use for us? We may have trouble. I'd like to let the boy do the talking, but if I'm to do the talking, I'll let my hands do it. And
Ooh,
you
a bit.
and she and she like shows you just how large her claws are. They're talons, basically.
Ooh, my. Ooh. You have quite the long reach, don't you, miss? My. Well, I've seen a ship or two back in my day, so this should be interesting. I've had run-in with the police before. This could be. I think we could deal with this. I'll help the young chap over here deal with this. We'll see. I think I got this. And he kind of
So the
like,
policeman finally arrives at your
oh,
location.
okay.
It took him a bit, and he flashes his flashlight at the both of you.
She tucks. I want to make. She quickly tucks her hands in the pockets of her coat.
He looks more surprised than anything, and
No wonder.
asks you, "What are you doing out here at this late hour?"
And Damien, well, I suppose Charles kind of takes over Damien for a second and starts speaking, trying to match his tone a little bit so as to not sound inconspicuous, but uh, and he goes, well, good sir, gentlemen of the police, officer, if I may, me and my grandmother over here, she, unfortunately, she does suffer from dementia. And while this may usually be, I may keep it under control under usual circumstances, I was out sort of late, just running some errands, getting some groceries quickly. I know it's kind of a late hour, I know, but I had to get something for her. And she snuck out of the house somehow, and, the old bra kind of got out. What you gonna do? So I went out and searched for her, and thankfully, oh, thank God. And thank God you're here too, actually, because, oh, I heard some howls, I think, at some point. I mean, oh my God. So yeah, I just got her back, and we were heading back to uh, the place where we live.
And where exactly do you live?
It's more on the outskirts of town, like south of the center of town.
South of the center of town. Roll me a manipulate someone, Damien.
Ew, this is gonna suck.
I was waiting for that one. Hey, a question. Is Charlie a separate character?
As a character sheet, no. So
No.
Okay.
metagaming, no.
Okay. It would have been cool if he had plus 30 charm. Let's
I
see.
mean, I was thinking of that, but we'll see later. For now, there's no separate thing. All right.
I'm scared. Eddie,
Yes.
how many policemen are at the car?
Well, you'd have to either give me a bad situation or investigate a mystery. I'm not sure what question, because you are
Hmm.
far away. You have to make out everything else.
Um, hmm, hmm. I have two more questions from Read the Bad Situation.
Didn't you consume one earlier?
One, yes, I had three.
Oh, okay. And does any question there align?
What is my best way out? In this case, our best way out.
So right now, your best way out is if Damien's lie works.
All right. Oh, oh, okay. And I think no, I'll keep it for next time. The last question. Yeah, go ahead,
Boy.
Chris. What's the roll?
It's a 6.
Oh,
Enough
motherfucker.
experience, Mr.
Oof,
Speedrunner.
I'm
But,
almost level up.
hey, hey, hey. Now, I don't want to control your actions, but that luck point, boy.
I mean, you could also help out if you
Ah,
want, Ravna, to make it
Luck
a
out.
7.
Oh, what do I have to roll for? Oh,
help out.
shit. I have to roll clear. I'll have you know it's a -1 at cool. Come on, baby.
But I'll let you guys decide. Do you want help out from Ravna or do you want to use a luck point, Damien?
Can I choose after Ravna rolls?
I mean, sure.
Okay, then I'll
Okay.
let Ravna roll.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
It's a 2, actually.
Um,
Well. Let me see what happens on a miss.
Oh,
Everything
no.
happens.
I
Wait.
guess I'll
You
have to
wanna
use a luck
you,
point maybe.
you wanna use the luck?
Uh,
It could get bad,
yeah,
but it
this is
might help
pretty
us
bad,
now
especially that I lied and everything.
because our rolls are shit. I don't
Yeah.
want to abuse the luck mechanic because abusing it won't help us. It's gonna be in our detriment more.
Well,
Consider you and me are two freaks.
I don't know. But if I don't use it, then the police is gonna be like, "Hey, come with me," and I would be like, "Oh, fuck."
Yes.
I don't want that to happen. No, fuck it. Just gonna use a luck point. Nah, I'll use one. So yeah, keep it. I'm using a luck point.
So he's down.
All right.
Down
You
two more.
you've used 2 luck points up till now, right?
Yep.
Is it happen immediate? The effect from luck?
It should, but I'm gonna roll differently. I'm just gonna keep tabs.
Right.
So that's a 12 now if you use the luck point.
Yeah, and on manipulate. Uh,
So he believes your lie because
yeah.
I've read what a 10 plus does. But he looks at you, then at your grandma. He tips his hat and says, "All right, you'll live quite a ways from here. Do you want an escort back home?"
Actually, we wanted to. Wait, no. The other voice.
No.
Actually, sir, we did want to stop by the church just to pay our respects for my dear deceased grandfather.
At this late an hour,
If
he
she
looks at his
doesn't,
watch.
if she doesn't do this, I'm just gonna argue a lot with her, and it's gonna be quite a mess. Let me tell you, it's gonna be really annoying. So, you know,
He looks at you. He believed the first lie. He's looking a bit more. But then suddenly, the radio on his collar bursts to life and it goes 341 in progress, 341 in progress. All available units, please comply. He looks at it and looks at you again, tips his hat. All right, well, have a good night, ma'am. I need to take my leave. To you too, sir.
Have a good night, officer. I hope you do well on whatever endeavor you may have.
He rushes back, and out of the 3 other policemen that were present at the car crash, one remains, and the other 3 go into one of the other cars and they speed off.
Okay.
Get it? You still embody him?
Well, no, I mean, he kind of speaks through me sometimes. It's not like he takes control. At least he didn't do that now. Yes, I can assure you, I mean no ill harm to the boy.
Can I one pause for a second? If you said 314, that would have been indecent exposure.
Well, I just said a random number, but
there is no 341, but I was curious, and 314 is indecent exposure.
Well, it's 314 and it's Stejaru with no shirt on.
Yeah, clearly.
Farting, actually.
I'm in bed. What the hell, dude?
so you two right now are still heading towards the Rishka church, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, we cut back to Nastejaru since we mentioned him. And you're still in your motel room,
I'll be
and
right
you're
back.
looking up information about Eli. That's what you said, right?
Yes, could you repeat his name again? Just so I...
Eli Connor.
E-L... Eli Connor. I'm just gonna spell it, and I'm gonna leave the correction later on. Okay.
So you can either give me a read bad situation or investigate mystery based on what questions you'd like to ask about Eli.
Let me just check for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna try to investigate the mystery.
Alright, go right ahead.
And plus sharp. Yeah, no. I thought for a second I thought it was a 2, but no, it's a 5.
So on a 5, you look stuff up about the name Eli Connor, but you can't really find anything relevant. No Facebook pages, no Instagrams. The dude basically seems very off the grid.
I think to myself, even Eli Connor might be even an alias, not necessarily his full name, his real name.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah. How much has it been since? Do I still hear him, or is he?
No, he's left.
He left. Okay.
The motel is dead silent right now. Everybody's asleep. The
So you-
receptionist
so-
has left.
Okay, so my question is the following: how long has it been since Damien has seen the message? Because I believe he can actually, I can if he saw it, I believe the messenger would tell he's seen it, right?
Depends. Did you send an SMS? Did you send a Facebook message?
Even on SMS, you can see it says seen.
It says delivered. I don't think it says seen.
Let me check that. Okay, for that matter, how long has it been though?
I don't know. Trust me, time is not that relevant. Don't need to ask about the time I'll specify if something needs to happen.
Okay, I'm gonna
In
message
time
him.
increments.
I'm gonna message him again and ask him if he got back or if he's still wandering.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. And Damien, you decide if you're gonna respond or not.
I'm just gonna send to him. You back to your room, or are you still wandering the streets? The guy has left. Send.
Okay, I assume I received it.
Yes.
I'll take out my phone, look at the message, and I'll text back.
met or found Ravna going to the cemetery to investigate. And
I take an I do an exasperated sigh and
Not through
and-
text, I assume.
I pack and I start re-equipping my stuff, grab my and book it out and go off out the window, going to the cemetery as well
Wait, why
No.
out the window? Why don't you just use the door?
to avoid the cameras.
Okay, fair enough. But you have to go. Are you gonna try and jump the fence, or are you just gonna go around the motel and through the front?
Daniel, go through the motel.
Kool-Aid
physically.
Man.
Roll tough.
Let me think. How big is the fence? Did you say?
So it's taller than Damien, but since I believe Nastajar is a bit taller than Damien, it's still tall, but not. It's not as imposing as it was for Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm halfway with XP.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. Let me just. Do I? If I have to. If I have to go, what do I have to roll under pressure, or is it just?
If you're gonna jump, yes, you have to act under pressure. If you go through the front of the motel, like around the motel and then through the front parking lot,
Yeah, no, I'm
you're
gonna
just
roll.
gonna leave.
I'm gonna roll under pressure. Screw it.
All right.
Pressure.
And that is in 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
So you managed to jump over the fence of the motel, but in the process, you. How many guns did you take with you? Because I know you had a lot of them.
I just have. So I have a knife. I have my shotgun, my sword off, and my hunting rifle with me, technically speaking, and my body armor underneath my a new shirt since Damien has my shirt currently. So I just took my knife and my sword off.
All right, you managed to jump, but in the process, the knife falls out of its holster.
So
So
is
the
it?
knife is in the yard, in the motel's yard. You managed to jump.
Uh,
You still have the sword off.
was it loud or did it just was it on grass?
No, it was on the grass. You didn't hear it. You jumped.
Okay, so I'm just too focused on just getting there.
Yeah, yeah. The knife will still be there when you come back. Don't worry.
Yeah, no problem. No. I think myself.
Or will it?
Dum dum dum.
Bum bum bum.
Let's just get this over. So I try to make it as fast as possible without being seen as well.
Yep.
As in,
You run down the road basically.
yes,
I guess.
not necessarily run, more like trying to stay off the highlights because you said it's lit, right?
Yeah, it's it. But again, everybody's asleep. Like there are no houses with right now with turned on lights.
Okay, can I read for a bad situation?
No, yeah, sure.
Okay. That is a 7.
So you get one question.
Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
From the houses themselves, no. But oddly enough, you do feel like something is watching you.
Okay. So no cars, no sirens, no nothing, correct?
Nope.
Okay. I continue on down the road, but try to keep a bit off the night lamps, or how do you? I don't have the
Yeah,
word for it.
the night lights. The night
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah, so I try to get there, not necessarily sprinting, because you don't want to see an old man just sprint out the fucking at 2 a.m. in the fucking morning. I mean, there are some, but then again, those are different people.
Right, so you're making your way also towards the Rishka church right now.
Yes. Also I send him a message again. On my way, don't do anything stupid. Send.
I look over. I kind of roll my eyes and put my phone back.
You have arrived at the cemetery slash church. The thing is, the cemetery is surrounded by a picket fence, and this one is metal. And of course, right now at this hour, it's locked.
Picket fence? What does it mean, a picket fence?
I think
It's a-
it's
A wooden fence.
no. A wooden picket fence is a fence made out of wood, which looks like a spear at the end. So your basic
Yeah.
wooden planks.
Yeah.
A metal picket fence is like actual spears.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's taller than us.
All fences are technically should be taller than people.
Right. No, as in we can't jump over. Well,
I
besides
mean,
the
you
fact
can
that it has...
try. I'm not gonna say you can't try to jump over the fence.
Hmm.
Oh, and by the way, since this is a new session, everybody heals one harm. I think I forgot to say that at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had a harm, heal it up.
All right.
I'm healed. Right. So you said the church is surrounded by a metal fence.
No. The church is accessible.
Ah,
It's the
The cem-
cemetery next to the church that's surrounded by the picket fence.
how is the gate?
It's larger than the fence,
And
and
is
also picket.
does it have a chain? Does it have a lock chain? Holds it?
Yes, it's a lock. It's a very, very big and sturdy lock.
Is this the place, child?
And yeah, this should be the cemetery.
Do you know exactly what grave are we looking for? Or if we're looking for a grave to begin with?
How big is the cemetery, keeper?
It's pretty big, like, let's say about 500, 700 meters in diameter.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Ravna's gonna try to jiggle a bit the gate.
Well, nothing happens. You just jiggle. The gate. Yeah, you jiggle the gate. Nothing really happens.
So there's
David goes like that big monkey at the door.
Let me in. Let me in.
Exactly.
Let me in. So there's a lock on the gate.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the church
It's a lock and also a chain. The lock is keeping the chain together.
keeper? Is the church occupied? Is it empty? Is
I
it
mean, right now
lighted?
right now the lights are off, but you can't really tell if anybody's inside because some priests live in their churches. You know, they have living quarters. Some don't. All you can see is that the lights are off.
Yeah.
I think I could help with this lock situation.
Is that Charlie talking?
Who do you think it is? Of course it's me, you old wench. And Charlie kind of spins around and dons like you know that old cartoony look of a thief that's like has a not really a ski mask, but I guess sort of a ski mask and like a striped like clothing, you know, like black pants and striped shirt.
Yeah, like the burger thief from McDonald's.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, basically, kind of.
It has a thief. Wait, did he morph into like that outfit?
Yeah, he just kind of spun around and then his spectral figure shimmered for a second and then you see him dressed like that.
And that's cool. And Rama goes, door, now.
Oh, so antsy. My, you remind me of one of my ex-girlfriends. Alright, let's put these magic hands to work. He kind of rubs his hands together, and I want to cast.
Is he?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Is he like doing it? He is doing it. He's not manipulating Damien to do this.
Well, that's more like fluff, I suppose. But he kind of does this, then he kind of goes back into Damien, and I want to use magic to pick the lock. Wait, can I do that?
Well, depends what you want to do to that poor lock.
That no.
Because you have more
So
options.
is the luck.
You can inflict harm with some sort of destructive magic. You can do something beyond human limitations, which would basically mean you can rip the lock off the chain.
I like to do it as quietly as possible, though.
Well, let's see what else you got here.
I was gonna
Can
say
I-
that, but it doesn't work.
What would summon a monster into the world do?
I mean, you could pick what type of monster you want to summon, and based on what you tell me, maybe the monster can eat the lock. Or, I don't know, melt it.
Oh my god, this gives me some ideas. Okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's try that.
So you want to summon a monster?
Yeah.
Alright, roll for it. Let's hope you don't get experience.
Hopefully not. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, it's a 9. So
The 9.
it's not bad, not terrible. Not good,
It's
not
impressive.
terrible.
But you have to give me a glitch.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't do much. Although, I'll take 1 harm, because maybe if it's short duration, maybe it won't break the lock completely or some shit. No.
Alright,
I'll
what do you summon?
I wanna summon like a. Can it be another spirit, or can it be anything I want?
It can be anything you want, but based on what you tell me, I might tell you that you need to accomplish some things. The things I can ask of you are up there at the keeper may say that, right under the glitches.
Okay.
But again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna ask anything of you just yet. I need to know what you're gonna summon exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing to summon a slime versus you're gonna summon a dragon. You know?
Oh no, nothing crazy like that. I don't mean to summon something huge. Or
He's gonna
I
summon
was
like
just
Renala.
curious about the type of creature. If it's
You can summon anything you want. You can even summon somebody else.
You know,
like another
I have
player.
Another player. Wait, no, summon a monster. Yeah, you can summon any type of monster
Oh,
you
okay.
want.
I might have had an idea, but I don't want to
Alright, okay.
interject.
It will be like a, I guess, sort of a imp-ish creature, like an imp,
Alright.
like a little devil, and
Is it
you
the
see
type of
Charlie.
imp
I mean, you
with
see
wings or without?
with wings, but he has like, he's like a short, chubby imp with small wings that barely make him hover a little over the ground. I mean, I guess he flies, but very slowly, like, I don't know, like a really fat bumblebee or something.
Okay, I get you.
Ravna slowly cranks her head towards you. It almost feels like a rock sliding on rock. And,
Wait,
and
I
she
wasn't
has-
finished with it. Wait, let
and she
me
has-
cook. Let me cook.
and she has a face of like, really, dude?
Let me cook, man. Let me cook. So initially, like, Charlie went into this, but then I read the summon a monster, and I was like, wait a minute. So Charlie initially wants to pick the lock, but then he's like, no, you know what? Let's summon one of my old pals from back in the day. And he like spins around, shimmers again, and I guess he kind of looks like one of those, like not vending machines, but like where key- where you like insert a coin and it predicts your future or whatever, like a wizard-looking dude with a big
Yeah,
mustache.
Yeah, I know.
He
I know.
kind of
I know the
looks like
machines.
that, disguised like that, sort of. he
is
has
he like a
like
character?
an orb in front of him. He's like, oh, Alakazam, abracadabra. I'll summon. Um, I'll summon patches into the into the known world, and then a
You want to?
puff of smoke happens, and you see this imp that I described previously. He's like, "Hey, boss, you got something for me?" And he kind of like hovers. He's like, "Yes, good boy. Yes, old chap. Well, see that lock over there? Uh huh. Yeah, I see it. Well, I want you to melt that son of a bitch right off." Oh, all right. Oh, that boss. And he kind of inhales, like fills his big pot belly up, and then blows. But then, just before he blows out, Charlie's like, "Oh, I wanted to be silent." Then,
Also, to make since you have to take one harm, you said you were gonna pick the harm option
Yeah.
as a glitch.
Yeah.
When he blows out the fire from his mouth, he also farts fire from his back,
Oh,
hitting
shit.
you, Damien, in the face.
God.
That's the harm.
Oh, God. Listen. Oh, I'm so sorry, old boy. Patches, he's good. He's useful. Sometimes misfires. My bad. All right.
Imp, little imp, get your job faster.
Hey, boss. Who's this old lady? Yeah, it's a new crew member or something. Or what? What the fuck is this broad?
She extends out her talents.
Oh, calm down now. Let's not upset the lady.
She's a little bit crazy and she got them big talents, so I'd rather you not get on her bad side.
And the imp is like kind of, if he could pale, I guess he did pale a little bit despite his bright red appearance. He's like, oh,
Ravna is
all right.
straight. Ravna is laser focused on the imp.
And he's like,
I'm assuming-
I'm sorry,
assuming-
milady, and kind of like bows awkwardly. And I guess he finishes melting the lock.
Yes, the lock does come off eventually, and the gates, you can open them if you want.
All right,
I
Patches,
look at the-
how you go? All right, boss. He kind of puffs out.
Note down that incantation you said for the summon,
All right.
Damien.
I'll write it
That's
down.
gonna be your incantation when you attempt to summon creatures into your world, into our
What
world.
was the incantation?
I
Alakazam?
said like Alakazam, abracadabra. I
Ah.
bring Patches into this world.
Yeah, but instead of
Uh-huh.
patches, you're just gonna say the monster that you wanna
Yeah.
summon.
How damaged is Damien?
One harm.
Just one harm,
No,
so
as
nothing
in
crazy.
No, as in physically. Does he have like a burn or something?
His
His
face
head-
is charred, and a bit of his eyebrows have been charred off also.
Oh,
Not fully. He doesn't look like Gaara from Naruto, but he still has. He only has the thickest part of his eyebrows right now. Everything that's a bit rarer got burned off or singed.
dealing with demons is no easy fit, child.
Well, it's not like I want to do this. I mean, we melted the lock and we're going in, so what can I do? Then he
I-
kind of takes off his glasses and well, you see like the bird mark or
You
whatever.
suddenly, a hand is placed on your shoulder, Damien.
Again,
Okay.
What do you do?
do I
I'll
see
say
what?
like, hey, all right, Charlie, what's up? And then I look up, look back, I guess, towards the hand.
Yep, and it's Nastajaru. He's caught up to you guys.
Oh, hey, old man.
Hey.
You're very fast. Surprisingly so for your age.
I mean,
Okay.
it took some time for you guys to summon the little imp for it to melt the entire lock, because it was a sturdy, big, thick lock. Like, think an absolute unit of a lock.
I'm not sure. Now, my question is, now, this is not for the game mechanics or anything, but I'm curious, how is burning down a lock more silent than heading it down? I mean, neither is silent, if you ask me.
I mean, as Damien, he came up with the plan.
Damien?
Well,
As Charlie, he came up with a plan.
literally, I'll be like, Damien's gonna be like, oh, well, hey, Charles? Oh,
He points at Charlie.
well, you see, if I would have just cranked it open, it would have made a noise, it would have made a mess. If it's melted, though, like, did you hear Patches at all? He does a great job, right? Come on. He was silent as a whistle. Oh, no, wrong metaphor.
She tilts her head towards Damien's burned face, or charred face. I go, yes, very professional.
So I see his face, right?
Wait, I have a question for Damien. When I gave you that vision with the cemetery, was it a future vision or a current vision? I don't really remember.
It was the vision, the beginning of mystery, like the premonition.
So a premonition. All
Yeah,
right.
not a hunch. It was a premonition.
Sorry, Nastajaru. Go right ahead.
So I see his face, like,
Yes, of course.
what the hell happened, Chad?
It's a long story.
So you basically did something stupid, huh?
No.
I look at his face, all charred, like,
Okay, listen. Let's get into the cemetery and see what we find there. Doesn't matter what happened.
a lot of dead people, that's for sure.
It
Let's
is
go.
a cemetery, yes. With that, you should expect them.
I was being sarcasm, Ravna. Sarcasm.
I don't know what language you speak with that. Speak plainly or don't. Ooh.
So you enter the cemetery, right?
Yeah.
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 Who opens the doors? The gates,
I-
actually.
I'll push them open.
Give me a quick act under pressure.
No fall.
Wait a second.
Oh, for a lot.
Act under pressure. What are you planning there, huh? You little devil.
Pressure these.
It's a 5.
Oh boy.
Well, mark experience.
Parking experience.
No, it's not that bad. I just wanted to see how badly the gates will creak, because these are older gates, and they will creak.
And they creak.
The fucking sound effect, the drop of the sound when he said,
It wakes up the dead, actually.
yeah.
And since you said you pushed them open, not gently opened them, they go.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I kind of like put my hands over my face and muttered to
Also,
myself.
the chain that hadn't been melted, which was still a bit tangled on the fence, goes when you push the gates open. So you've made quite a bit of sound right now.
Yeah, that's great.
That great? Is that great? Was Damien or you, Chris?
Me,
Oh, which one?
me,
Like
Chris, not Damien.
Oh, okay.
Damien kind of goes in his head like, oh boy, that. I
Yeah,
took that
most
damage.
pleased.
I took that. I singed my face off for nothing.
Does it wake up someone? Or something?
Well, that you'll have to find out. But for now, all you know is you've made some
It
noise.
woke up the dead.
Is the universe now looking down at us because we woke it up?
So, you gents are now in the cemetery. What's
Keeper, I
next?
wanna. Do I have any idea? I mean, if I got the vision, do I know exactly where to go? Because it says
You-
like Mac experience if I stop it.
if I stop that event from happening, if we reach it anyway.
Well, what you know is that there weren't really landmarks to take account, especially since it was a blurry vision. But you do know you have to look for something. Either, if it has happened already, you'll find a dug up grave. If not, you'll most likely hear sounds in the cemetery of somebody digging up.
Yeah.
If it hasn't happened at all, well, it's mostly a guessing game right now.
All right.
What I can say is that if you want, I'll give you this. In the background, you did see the fence. So at least you know it's a grave closer to the fence rather than in the middle of the cemetery.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell the rest of the crew that. Well, we're looking for a graveyard, a grave that's closer to the fence. So I suppose we should look on the outskirts of the cemetery.
You know the marked grave, a name, something.
No. But I think I'll recognize it when I see it.
Very well, we'll follow you,
And
Chad.
hopefully we made it in time. And I guess at least I'll start going on the outskirts.
And before everything else happens, let's take a quick 5-minute break for, using the bathroom, refilling our water, staying hydrated.
Yep. Just the right point to break.
Aye.